In the vast library of history, some books remain shrouded in mystery. Ancient texts, whispered about for centuries, hold within their pages stories that have been left untold, at least until now. These are the tales that didn't make it into the Bible, the apocryphal texts filled with fallen angels, forgotten gospels, and echoes of lost worlds. Join us as we embark on a journey to explore these ancient texts, seeking the hidden wisdom and lost stories they contain. Our journey begins with the Book of Enoch, a text shrouded in enigma and steeped in ancient lore. Attributed to Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah, it paints a vivid tapestry of a time when angels walked the earth. But these were not the benevolent messengers of Scripture. These angels were rebels who descended from the heavens and interbred with human women, giving rise to a race of giants, the Nephilim. The Book of Enoch, though excluded from the canonical Bible, offers a glimpse into a world where the lines between heaven and earth blurred and where the consequences were both wondrous and terrifying. The canonical Gospels offer glimpses into the life of Jesus, focusing primarily on his birth, ministry, crucifixion, and resurrection. These texts are foundational to Christian belief and provide a profound insight into his teachings and miracles. But what of his childhood, his formative years? The Infancy Gospel of Thomas attempts to fill this void, offering a collection of stories about the young Jesus. These tales, though not part of the canonical scriptures, provide a unique perspective on the early years of a figure who would come to change the world. The Infancy Gospel of Thomas presents a young Jesus, a child touched by the divine, yet still learning and growing. These stories depict him as a boy with extraordinary powers, capable of performing miracles even at a tender age. However, they also show him navigating the challenges of childhood, much like any other child. But these are not the gentle tales we might expect. The Infancy Gospel of Thomas portrays a young Jesus who is at times mischievous, even displaying a temper that could startle those around him. These stories reveal a side of Jesus that is both human and divine, a child who is still learning to control his extraordinary abilities. In one story, Jesus is said to have struck a playmate dead, only to later bring him back to life. Such tales, while startling, highlight the early church's struggle to understand and explain the dual nature of Jesus as both God and man. While not considered historically accurate, these stories provide a fascinating window into the early church's attempts to reconcile the humanity and divinity of Jesus. They reflect the theological debates and cultural contexts of the time, offering a glimpse into how early Christians viewed the young Jesus. Imagining what it would have been like to raise a child who was both God and man, these stories invite us to ponder the mystery of the Incarnation. They remind us that Jesus, while divine, also experienced the joys and trials of human life, from childhood to adulthood. The year is roughly 60 BCE. The Roman legions, those masters of war and conquest, have marched into Jerusalem, casting a long shadow over the land of Israel. It is a time of immense upheaval, a period where faith is tested and the very soul of a nation hangs in the balance. From the depths of this turmoil emerges a collection of 18 psalms, imbued with both the anguish of the present and the yearning for a brighter future. These are the Psalms of Solomon, a testament to the enduring power of prayer in the face of adversity. The Garden of Eden, a paradise lost. Adam and Eve, banished from its beauty and condemned to a life of toil and hardship. But what became of them after their expulsion? What trials and tribulations did they face in this new, unforgiving world? The Book of Adam and Eve, a text penned centuries before the birth of Christ, attempts to answer these questions, weaving a rich tapestry of stories and legends around the first humans. It delves into their struggles for survival, their encounters with the serpent, and the enduring consequences of their disobedience. Imagine, if you will, the weight of history resting upon your shoulders, the legacy of your father, the patriarch Jacob, passed down to you and your brothers, the 12 sons of Israel. What wisdom would you impart to future generations? What lessons learned from a life both extraordinary and fraught with challenges? The Testaments of the 12 Patriarchs, a collection of writings attributed to Jacob's sons, offers a glimpse into this very inheritance. Each patriarch, from Reuben to Benjamin, shares his life story, reflecting on his triumphs and failures, and offering guidance to those who would come after. The dawn of Christianity, a time of persecution, but also a time of profound spiritual awakening. Imagine those early gatherings hidden from view, where faith was a flickering candle in the darkness. Within those gatherings, songs of hope and devotion filled the air, the odes of Solomon. These weren't hymns of lament, but rather expressions of a joyous faith, rich with the nascent theology of the burgeoning religion. The Library of Alexandria, a beacon of knowledge in the ancient world, its shelves holding scrolls and tablets filled with the wisdom of civilizations past. But this grand repository of knowledge yearned for something more. It desired the sacred texts of the Israelites, but there was a problem. They were in Hebrew. Enter King Ptolemy II, a ruler with a thirst for knowledge as vast as the library itself. He commissioned a monumental task, the translation of the Hebrew Bible into Greek. This endeavor brought together 72 Jewish scholars, each renowned for their wisdom. In the annals of history, certain stories transcend time, their themes echoing across cultures and generations. The story of Ahikar is one such tale. Imagine the Assyrian court, a place of power and intrigue, where whispers of conspiracy could topple even the mightiest. Ahikar, a man of renowned wisdom, served as a trusted advisor to the king, but envy, like a venomous serpent, coiled in the heart of his adopted nephew. The ancient world was a time of great upheaval, especially for the Jewish people. Empires rose and fell, leaving their mark on history and shaping the beliefs of those who lived through those tumultuous times. And within those shadows of empires, whispers of ancient prophecies echoed through generations. First and Second Esdras, books found in some versions of the Bible but excluded from others, offer a glimpse into this turbulent period of Jewish history. First Esdras retraces familiar paths, recounting events like King Josiah's reforms and the return from Babylonian exile. The human spirit, much like a flame, possesses an indomitable will to endure. It is a force that, even in the darkest of times, refuses to be snuffed out. This spirit is evident throughout history, where countless individuals and communities have risen against tyranny and oppression, driven by an unyielding desire for freedom and justice. Even when confronted with oppression, it flickers and fights, refusing to be extinguished. This flame of resistance can be seen in the stories passed down through generations, tales of bravery and defiance that inspire and empower. The books of Maccabees tell the story of one such struggle, a testament to the unyielding strength of faith and the pursuit of freedom. These ancient texts chronicle the trials and tribulations faced by the Jewish people, their unwavering resolve, and their ultimate triumph against overwhelming odds. In the 2nd century BCE, the Seleucid Empire, vast and powerful, sought to impose its will upon the Jewish people, suppressing their religious practices and desecrating their sacred spaces. The empire's reach was extensive, and its influence seemed unassailable, suppressing their religious practices and desecrating their sacred spaces. The desecration of the Holy Temple in Jerusalem was a particularly egregious act, striking at the very heart of Jewish identity and faith. Imagine the outrage, the simmering resentment that ignited within their hearts. The Jewish people, faced with the erasure of their culture and religion, found themselves at a crossroads. Would they submit to the overwhelming force of the Seleucid Empire, or would they rise and fight for their beliefs? It was in this crucible of oppression that heroes arose. Ordinary men and women, driven by an extraordinary sense of duty and justice, took up arms to defend their way of life. Their courage and determination became the bedrock of a movement that would change the course of history. First Maccabees recounts the legendary uprising led by Judas Maccabeus and his family, a rebellion against seemingly insurmountable odds. Their story is one of resilience, strategy, and unwavering faith, a beacon of hope for all who face oppression. A rebellion against seemingly insurmountable odds. The Maccabean revolt stands as a powerful reminder that even in the face of great adversity, the human spirit can ignite a flame of rebellion that burns brightly, lighting the path to freedom and justice. The Book of Jubilees. It's a fascinating text that takes us back to the very beginning, retelling the stories of Genesis from creation to Moses. But this isn't just a simple retelling. Imagine looking at a familiar landscape through a prism, the light refracting, revealing hidden colors. Written between 135 and 105 BCE, the Book of Jubilees presents a unique perspective on biblical history, emphasizing a strict 364-day solar calendar and a rigid interpretation of religious laws. It paints a picture of a world governed by divine order, where every detail has significance. In a world dominated by men, the discovery of the Gospel of Mary in 1896 sent ripples through the world of biblical scholarship. This remarkable find challenged long-held beliefs and opened up new avenues of thought and discussion. It was a moment that brought to light the often overlooked voices of women in early Christianity, offering a fresh perspective on the spiritual landscape of the time. Here was a text, hidden for centuries, that offered a glimpse into the perspectives and beliefs of a woman in the early Christian world. The Gospel of Mary provided a rare and invaluable insight into the theological debates and spiritual reflections that were taking place among early followers of Jesus. It was a testament to the rich diversity of thought that existed within the early Christian community. Though the manuscript is fragmented, missing large portions of its original text, it hints at a different understanding of Jesus' teachings. The gaps in the text leave much to the imagination, but what remains suggests a focus on inner spiritual knowledge and personal revelation. This was a stark contrast to the more institutionalized and dogmatic interpretations that would later dominate mainstream Christianity. The Gospel of Mary seems to align with Gnostic ideas, a set of beliefs that emphasized personal spiritual knowledge and were considered heretical by many early Christians. Gnosticism offered an alternative path to spiritual enlightenment, one that was often at odds with the emerging Orthodox doctrines. This alignment with Gnostic thought made the Gospel of Mary a controversial and intriguing text, one that continues to spark debate among scholars and theologians. The Gospel of Mary doesn't explicitly state which Mary it's attributed to, leading to much speculation about its authorship. Some scholars argue that it could be Mary Magdalene, a prominent figure in Jesus' inner circle, while others suggest it might be another Mary altogether. This ambiguity adds to the mystery and allure of the text, inviting readers to explore the possibilities and draw their own conclusions. Was it Mary Magdalene, a prominent figure in Jesus' inner circle? Her close relationship with Jesus and her significant role in the early Christian movement make her a compelling candidate. The Gospel of Mary, whether attributed to her or not, serves as a powerful reminder of the diverse voices and perspectives that have shaped the history of Christianity. It challenges us to reconsider the narratives we have inherited and to seek out the hidden voices that have been marginalized or forgotten. From tales of fallen angels and giants to the whispers of early Christian hymns, these ancient texts offer us a glimpse into a world rich with belief, imagination, and the timeless human search for meaning. They may not be found within the pages of the Bible, but their stories resonate with echoes of faith, morality, and the profound questions that have captivated humanity for millennia. They remind us that the search for truth is a journey, not a destination. If this exploration into the hidden corners of ancient wisdom has sparked your curiosity, please like, share, and subscribe to join our community of fellow seekers on this incredible journey into deeper faith and biblical exploration. Thank you, and God bless you.